Body economy is a simple philosophy. We have energy to use for health and happiness each day. The economy we use it with determines how soon, or if, we feel spent. Like a good manager, we want more energy income and less energy expense. And body economy takes great comfort in cutting expense. There happens to be a wonderful aspect of our nervous system that helps us spend a little energy to not feel our pain when we're hurting. But this aspect does its job helping us not feel so well, we often can't feel we're doing it. Call it compensation. Compensation for our security's sake. These covert operations of not feeling are one of the first major expenses we can slash from our budget. As we cut the expense of these covert ops, we'll find that energy available in our body economy, useful for ever more sensate feeling, subtle awareness, and joy, which are all prerequisites for comfortable, sustainable, economic balance. Bones balanced and stacked like a tower, supported from the ground up. We may experience the economy of a sustainable center, or axis. Resting on your support uses the least energy. When we tip this center out of alignment with gravity and support, we need something powerful and energy-consuming to keep us from collapsing. When our weight tips forward, we use energy to make an anchor behind us, to keep us from falling. We still feel balanced. Now we're just spending energy to suspend this heavier, unsupported state of balance. Think of your awareness, focus, or attention as your chi. Your chi is also your internal healer and medical system. We pay our attention and spend our time. Spend our time paying attention to something, and so goes, or so grows the chi. By spending our time paying attention to our own bodies, sensations, emotions, and thoughts, we may return our chi to our own systems, cultivating and growing our chi. Excessive energy gets spent daily on not feeling. Our nervous system is designed to free our mind from the burden of constant awareness of our pain. It's called a holding pattern. It's like we place a bouncer at the door of our awareness or internal healer's office. It's once we've healed and are safe to trust and feel the site of our injury again that this bouncer becomes a problem.
Urgent message for the healer. We're not accepting sensations today. Go home. We'll let you know when we are.
What was created as a need-based holding pattern shifts in quality to a fear-based armoring pattern, turning away all sensations from tissues associated with our old holding pattern, stereotyping and profiling them as dangerous and undesirable. This now includes the cries of exhausted, suffering tissues asking for nourishment, resources, and care. Not feeling is now the problem, as our internal medical system is kept in the dark about suffering it would and could alleviate if it only knew it was occurring and paid it a little attention. There are two basic cycles we can be within in relationship to our own bodies. The one we all know, the cycle of escalating holding patterns, the pain-spasm-pain cycle, a downward spiral of holding our hurts with muscular contraction in order to dissociate from and control the pain. The tissues responsible for the holding of our injury become fatigued and uncomfortable, and themselves become the next pain to be armored against and dissociated from. We then call on a larger set of tissues to safely hold the holders of the holding, and on, until our chi is spent and chronic pain or body crisis finally screams loud enough that we take our body to someone for help. Our energy and attention are bankrupted on not feeling. There is an alternative. The sensation, awareness, release cycle. This is an upward spiral of connectedness, communication, association, and responsibility for our sensations. It's simple. It works like this. If we feel something, pay it some attention. Sensations are like giant road signs there to guide us. If we feel discomfort, the sign says, "Discomfort here. This way to comfort." with big arrows pointing us towards more comfort. If we feel pleasure, the sign reads, "Joy here. Good job. Keep it up." Through this simple act of attention, we gain the power of conscious choice over our state of being and healing. A consciously allowed holding pattern cannot become an armoring pattern because you know you're doing it and you are not scared into fleeing from your own sensations. Sometimes we'll choose to allow a holding pattern until the tissues mend, at which point we can work towards rehabilitative healing. If we find it's not as scary to feel something in our body as we thought it would be, this begins to dissolve the bouncer reflex. We can make a conscious choice to cease that holding. When we reduce expenditures on not feeling, the result is feeling. With more energy and feeling available to us, we're able to sense even subtler discomforts and energy burdens within our system. We can release those, freeing yet more energy. Where does this cycle end? At you, in the zone, where we all love to be. The flowing center, where time flies and everything feels right, without investing thought in either healing or securing. You've found your supported center. You'll be able to feel which cycles you're investing in. Are you invested in security, or healing, or investing in both? Can you feel no need to heal because you're securely supported in sustainable equilibrium? Ask the simple question, how am I using my resources to not feel or not think? Asking this question may be uncomfortable, as great protest will come from our vested interests in security, including those in our own minds. Our bouncer reflexes may react and try to scare us away from asking this question, using the same kind of panic we hired them to guard us from. Remember, we're not firing these protectors, we're thanking them, retiring them with honor, and keeping them on reserve for when we really need them. Enjoy the healing energy you free with body economy audits, and remember, healing is always security. Security is not always healing.
Where'd the bouncer go? Yes! I'm worthwhile and useful again.